Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how we can add React.js into Django project. At the end of this video, we should create a like button in web page. Please be aware that in this video, I'm gonna use React as a pure front-end solution, and Django will still be our web framework. So let's get started. So let's see what we have in this Scratch project. So we have a Pulse app. It has a template, models, URLs, views. In the urls.py, we use the default URL. And the template, we have a base.html template. And let's run this project. And take a look in the browser. Okay, and we need to go to Pulse, and this is the page we have right now, and we will create a like button right after this text in this box. So first of all, we need to make sure we added the React.js libraries into our project. So first of all, we need to, in static folder, plugins, I would like to add React.js library into plugins. And under plugins folder, let's create a subfolder. I'm gonna name it React. And the first file we're gonna create is react.development.js. The content provider we use is unpackage, or you call unpackage, and this is their URL, and this is the entire content of React library. So what we need to do is just Ctrl+A to select all of them and copy and paste. So next we're gonna create another file, react.dom.development.js. And the URL is this. Again, I'm going to Ctrl+A to select all, copy and paste in our project. And I believe React DOM is the script, is the library which manipulates the DOM in the web page. And the last, we need to create another file, but it's optional. So this file is Babel, and Babel is a library which supports JSX. You can write vanilla JavaScript to trigger React.js function. But I highly recommend to use JSX. It's very easy to use, and you can also put in the HTML element with just following the syntax of JSX. So give a try of JSX, you will love it. Let's go to this page for the library of label. Copy and paste. Done. And now we have all the physical file ready. And next we're gonna do is to import them into our base template. So script. So let's see. Make sure. Static. And the path of the file is plugins React development. Let's add another. Plugins React DOM development.js, and make sure we also load JSX static plugins React table.main.js. Okay, so let's move on. In the template, in the post template, the place we're gonna add the like button is right after fill in necessary info and submit. Let's say we write division. We build a division and make sure we give it ID. Like button container, let's say. And then we're gonna add a block. The reason we need to add a block extra.js is that we set up the extra.js block in the base.html so that any specific JavaScript we build in any specific page, we can manage the JavaScript in its individual block. We're gonna write some React.js code to build this like button, and we would also like to make a new JavaScript file and import it into index.html. So we're gonna organize our file this way, which I feels like it's easier to maintain in the future. So let's say we're gonna import this script here, and and its type is So this is very important. You need to make sure the type is Babel, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, and then we need a path. So static. Now let's go to pose, and we need to create a subfolder static into pose. And we're gonna add another folder under static, which we name it pose as well. And under the pose, we can create a new file. Let's name it likebutton.js. So this is the file we're gonna write the like button into. So the path of this file is pose likebutton.js. So let's go to likebutton.js and start developing this like button. So first of all, use script constant e equals react dot create element. Class extends react component. So now we declare a new component, a like button component, and we also need to make sure we render this like button in the division we just created. Like button container. Like button container. Oh. And then we need to use React DOM to make sure DOM render like button, and it's a like button. And here's the container, which is the division we would like to render the like button. And next, we can start providing some details in like button. Make sure we have constructor okay, so this button is either liked. If we click, by default this button shows a like, and when we click it, the button is gone, and instead it will display liked in the page. So by default, we're gonna declare state this way: like equals to false. So when liked when like is equals to false, it will show button. If liked equals to true, it will show text. You will know what I mean in seconds. So if the state of liked. So if it's true, we would render a text saying you liked this. And otherwise we will return a button like. And we also need to add onClick function into button. onClick that's an arrow function. This state. So the time we click this button, it will set the state and it will update the state. Like true. And now we completed this script. And import. Oh, okay, I see. I spelled it wrong. There's a typo. Development. There's a typo for the keyword src. And this time it should work. Yep. So click button, it's gone, and instead it shows you like this. That will be all for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.